Hi, everybody, and welcome to my reading of The Ugly Scruffling. So, thank you for having me, Mr. Diaz's kindergarten class, and I'll be your guest speaker, Isabella Nguyen. Today's story will be The Ugly Scruffling, which is a horror/informational story about the invasive species of lionfish. At the top, you'll be able to read some facts, and at the bottom, if you turn on your captions, you'll be able to read the story and follow along as we go. All right, so let's begin. Once upon a time, deep in the sea, roamed a small lionfish by the name Scruffy. Scruffy was born from a buoyant sea sack. With 100,000 eggs in 36 hours, they crack. Her mother lays eggs every 3 to 4 days. They reach maturity in their first year of age. After lionfish dumps in 1985, lionfish arrived in Florida, where they swim and they thrive. Sub and tropical, Scruffy's family they loved. In warm waters, they traveled and cuffed. East Coast, Caribbean, where to go? In 2011, Texas Gulf of Mexico. But Scruffy was one not like the others. She wanted friends, sisters, cousins, and brothers. So one day, she decided to attend fish school. All the fish seemed nice, and the place was so cool. Her teacher told the class to swim down and behave. Listen very well, and your lives will be saved. Unaware of surrounding and blatant fish fear, Scruffy happily played while the others shed tears. The very next day, while they swam at playground, Shrimp and his friends approached Scruffy with frowns. Go away, ugly Scruffy! Go back to your bay! We don't even like you, so just stay away! She's a cleaner, protects fish and parasites she contains. You'd eat Shrimpy's mother and ruin food chains. Even algae grazers like small myriad fish you'd treat like a yummy 5-course dish. Groupers, snappers, and Maine fish exports you'd gobble up like at a resort. Even invertebrates are fair game for your mouth. Shrimps, crabs, lobsters are all going south. We know you're hiding your intentions right now. You'll destroy food webs and eat us. Ow! We know what will happen. You'll treat us like play. So swim on back home. We don't want to play. Scruffy cried and she moped, but their words stayed afloat. She wanted friends she could cuddle, but her anger rose and it bubbled. They created a monster, a great villain story, for Scruffy wished nothing more than to see them wrapped up in nori. Scruffy did not see the fish discrimination. She decided to embrace her hybridization. From the Indo-Pacific, lionfish hail. Even in foreign waters, their health still sails. Scruffy is invasive, a classified superfish. Her DNA is stronger. Other animals can just wish. Faster, larger, stronger they grow. They reproduce successfully and basically glow. Blinded with anger, Scruffy did not see, but she gobbled them up like fresh fish feed. She was just so angry she couldn't hold back. She ate every student and teacher in a frenzied attack. When she came to her senses, she let out a tear, but the old little Scruffy was no longer here. Scruffy ventured far and wide, venom-filled spines filled her sides. But no matter where she went, she would eat everyone they sent. She traveled down deep, every salinity she survived, but for every eaten fish, she couldn't help but to cry. Her wide range of temperatures and density complied with every location she could still stay alive. But traveling up north, she was met with a stop. The waters were too cold. She could not travel nonstop. She ventured back south, but was met with a plague. Her muscles felt weak. Her intentions felt vague. A human then saw her and scooped her right up. At a sanctuary she was healed and placed in a cup. But Scruffy was still angry and hated this place. Whether human or fish, she was filled with distaste. Speaking of food, the humans encountered an error, for Scruffy has food poisoning called ciguatera. She decided to sting the man called her keeper, swelling, redness, and bruising like a great grim reaper. Scruffy and her species wreaked havoc amok, causing damage to hundred millions of bucks. In some cases of forced attempts of removal, the humans tried to clear confined areas of approval. Fortunate for them, the cost outweighs the results, for Scruffy could not be caught from a silly fishing boat. Lionfish must be caught by spear or by hand, but regardless they remain detrimental to land. The humans have attempted for lionfish dish bites, but it's way too expensive, and Scruffy put up a fight. They even have attempted to train hungry sharks, but even that's too costly, Scruffy scoffed and remarked. Filled with deep hatred, Scruffy wiped out the reef, but still, at the end, she felt a small sort of grief. Be careful who you hate for, be careful who you spite, for Scruffy the lionfish possesses a great appetite. If one day those fish decided to just be her friend, perhaps they wouldn't have met their great demising end. Scruffy is strong, she is agile, she is quick. Her only real enemy is the spearfishing stick. So be careful once again. Be careful with fright, or Scruffy will come. Lights out. Good night. Thank you for attending our reading of The Ugly Scruffing, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.